December, snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast. What a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Houston Texans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Chubb on the read option. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. This, the 2nd meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Brady. A little check down to Lindsey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Brady. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Phillip Lindsay.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
Shark's got it left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch good for 8 and a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And Brady will sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this time, Brady will throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From midfield, here's Brady. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Dwayne Smoot. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Jaguars are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Check your heart reading right now, boys. Run. Hey, alert!
Mayfield off the play fake. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lambeau is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Brady going to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Brady again. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Antonio Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Texans have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here
just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 24, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, they run with Hill. Into the secondary, past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Brady now on first down. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and a yard, Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lindsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On first down, Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play fake, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield going up top. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't good. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Spinning past him. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throw right side into the hands of Akins. A gain of 6 there on first. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Lindsey now off the read option. And some room to work. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long, because that's his third touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyron Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is Tavier Thomas. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now it's Lindsey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 141 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On play action, it's Brady. And he'll find Akins there, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
A dump off now to Hill. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Brady going to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? He's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turn.